And one of my friends at ITN, who shall remain nameless, did have too much in Iraq 1, Operation Desert Storm, and he jumped up over the balcony from his hotel window. A really great reporter, but he had too much. I'm moving to a war zone. I'm leaving town tonight. I'm moving to a war zone. I hope I'll be alright. You're gonna see my pictures on the news at 10. Hope I'm coming back again. I'm moving to a war zone. Leaving town tonight. Moving to a war zone. I hope I'll be alright. You're gonna see my pictures on the news at 10. I hope I'm gonna see you all again. I'm moving to a war zone.
Not close to me.
Moving to a war zone. I hope I'll be alright. Pray to all the gods before I go to bed. Hell, I don't wanna wind up dead. I'm moving to a war zone.
11 o'clock, final assault.
Moving to a war zone. I hope I'll be alright. You're gonna see my picture on the news at 10. I don't know when I'll see you again. I'm moving to a war zone tonight. I'm moving to a war zone. I hope I'll be alright.
You could hear some of the bullets ricocheting.
You're gonna see the pictures on the news at 10. I don't know when I'm ever coming back again. I'm moving to a war zone. Hope I'll be alright.
This building, this is where it all started. This is where my dad didn't want me to come. And it was because of albums like Bob Dylan's Freewheeling Bob Dylan, which he wouldn't allow me to have in the house. No Bob Dylan, woo. And Please Please Me, the Beatles' first album, that I really got keen on music. But I snuck away, cheated and lied to my dad, and my grandmother was right on my side. Grandparents bought me this guitar, and I was off, because it was the 60s, and it was mandatory. You had to get into music. And I was well into music. Thank you very much. Hooray!
He took that beginning of no sense of place and not being wanted and being moved from one location all the way across the world to the other, and he became who he was. And he ultimately became a man, as I say, of many demons. Some of these demons who would hold doors open for old ladies with heavy shopping, and other demons were rather more unpleasant, and of course that's the side that ultimately was the hand of his passing.
As soon as I could, actually, I left Highgate School with my bad A-levels and went off to Africa. And then, very luckily, bumped into an old friend who offered me a job with a program called Roving Report. And I was intending to stay in Zimbabwe for about 6 weeks and ended up staying in Africa for about 16 years. And I never gave up my day job. My day job supported my guitar strings and my buying of guitars, and I just loved, at the end of the day, sitting down with my guitar. And I got better, and it seemed that people didn't mind me doing that. In fact, I was encouraged that they liked hearing my silly songs. And over the years, I got better at it, and after a while, it sort of became insistent that I brought the guitar, and I was doing commentary through my songs on the political situation wherever we found ourselves, and yeah, we had fun. We did have fun. It was a day of doing shoots and stories about horrible things.
Shia and Sunni death squads have been engaged in a murderous cycle of tit-for-tat killing.
We relaxed and wound down with a few songs which would make us laugh or cry or get it out. It was like catharsis. It was essential. And my psychiatrist said that if I hadn't done that, I'd probably wound up killing myself.
I saw a little girl in Mozambique. She was so far gone she could hardly speak. Oh, I don't like life. I was standing next to my best friend. He was shot in the back by the MRM. Oh, I don't like life. I don't like life, it's hard to see. Ain't no justice in this country. Don't like life, don't you understand? It's a life of hell in this promised land. I was watching the news on my TV. I saw a clip of Renamo torturing me. Oh, I don't like life. I see people running, burning out of the smoke. All this liberation struggles just got beyond a joke. Oh, I don't like life. I don't like life, it's hard to see. I feel pretty small from this point of view. I don't like life, it's so unkind.
Freedom means to me, like black people that are fighting want, and also want other black people to walk around the streets without having any trouble by shooting them or doing anything.
18-year-old Emmanuel is a veteran mourner who stood vigil at all too many coffins. So much death at so young an age has left an indelible mark.
I want to be an ANC member. I want to pay revenge of what they did to my brothers and sisters.
They are guns and shoot others in our country.
Why do they shoot other people?
Because other people shoot others. Now others shoot others because they not like others.
I was working for ITN at the time with Peter Sharp, and we went to Mozambique, which was pretty hairy at the time because there was this conflict. We went in to do this story about what was going on and how people were suffering, caught in the crossfire kind of thing. And we went to film in this hospital in a place called Highgate, XAI-XAI, Highgate. And God, there were all these emaciated children. I mean, they were, some of them had malaria, some of them had landmine, limbs blown off, and I mean, it was just so dreadful. And it was dark in the hospital. They had no fuel for the generators. They had very little equipment. They had bugger all medicine. But anyway, we got the story. But then I just needed these footage, and oh God. It's not like you. I had the camera with a sun gun on top. I turned on the sun gun, and this kid, toddler, whatever, went into shock, cardiac arrest, and died. Peter, I got to go outside, man. I chain smoked for about 10 minutes, and I cried and cried and cried. And boy, did I need some release. So it was about a 2-hour drive back to Maputo, to the Plana Hotel. God, I couldn't believe it. And the doctor was trying to sort of reassure me that it wasn't my fault. You know, he would be dead by tomorrow, kind of thing. But I never forget. I still have dreams about it. And I wrote a song that night. I wrote this song. I've never forgiven myself for that stupidity. I mean, it would have been better just to put 9 dB gang on or something. But I couldn't believe it. God. I've never really recovered from that. But in writing that song, We all were shell-shocked. Peter kept saying to me, don't blame yourself, don't blame yourself. You heard what the doctor said, don't blame yourself. And he was saying, Tim, not your fault, these things happen. I said, yeah, but if I hadn't turned the sun on, the kid would be dead. Yeah, but the doctor did say several times, you know, that kid would be dead by the morning. Oh, God. I just had to switch it one step from reality and say it was a girl. I don't know why I did that, but I did. But it freaked me out badly. Badly. Wow. But in writing that song, I did get some respite. And we all did. And we all sat in the bar crying over our drinks. Wow. That's a heavy one. That was one of the heaviest ones. Don't like life, it's a good life. I saw a little girl in Mozambique. She was so far gone she could hardly speak. Oh, I don't like life. Oh, I don't like life. Oh, I'm sick of life. Come into town with all these good intentions, you know, like you're a video crusader. Oh, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. But all these songs, I still sing them and the memories come flooding back. When I saw what they'd done with that footage, I was really angry. Because they hadn't used it as I saw and Peter saw they should have used it. They had just shown this kid, this emaciated kid, and then cut to the doctor going around the wards. And I felt that was wrong. So many stories I've been involved with have been cosmetically rearranged for the average person to get the ratings going. It's like tabloid television, and I think they should show it like it is, like we shot it. There's so much of my footage that's been left on the cutting room floor because it won't be acceptable to the general Great British unwashed. And they just distort things. They distort things. We nearly got killed getting that footage. It just really annoys me that they distort it so much. I mean, people need to know. This is happening. This is real. Show it like it is.
They got great pictures, but I wouldn't have gone in.
So this guy gets wounded. At least he doesn't die instantly. He even walks away, and then is carried away.
Please, no.
They finally brought in a tank through the passageway from the north fortress.
And the tank fired a couple of shells.
You know, 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot. And by dusk it was over.
There's a body up here.
With 400 Taliban fighters being searched and giving themselves up, those same fighters torn to pieces, body parts everywhere. Everywhere. I mean, there were bodies everywhere. It was really brutal. That fight was brutal.
I can't take any more of this. I've just seen too much death. I mean, you know, I saw kids being shot by UNITA and stuff like that, and filmed it. And they set up this guy. They just grabbed this guy off the streets. they said, you know, laughing away, that this guy is a boy soldier and he's from the government forces, he's a spy, and I just shot him, bang. But it's good footage for you. Jesus Christ, man. That was for me, was it? Well, no. And then Adam got shot. It was just too much. And then so I just, after a few shots of Irish whiskey and a few shots of diamorphine, I just went, I did play a song and leave a note. And a song I put the camera on the tripod and just let it roll, and I just sang a song. And yeah, I went off to this minefield I knew on the edge of town, but I stamped away and nothing was there, because you know when they plant landmines, they in the rainy season they move. They just move. It's unbelievable. So it was obviously the gods said it was not my time, and I eventually they found me in the 4x4 slumped in the car park, and took me upstairs and put me to bed, and here I have 2 of these. What are they? Valium. Okay. Slept it off, and then had to explain myself in the morning and just said I've had enough. So they kind of gave me a couple of days to recover, and then I was back on, because I wasn't staff, I was contract. If I'd been staff, then I would have got all the treatment in the world that I needed for post-traumatic stress. But because I was contract, freelance contract, they couldn't give a flying fuck. And the only thing that kept me sane was this guitar was given to me by ITN after I came out of Mugabe's hotel. Mugabe's hotel was quite an awesome place. It's called Chikarubi in Harare. It's a maximum security prison with a bicycle attached to a generator, and they make you bicycle to give yourself electric shocks. Otherwise they lash you. That guy, it's just unbelievable. If it wasn't for this guitar and the music, I wouldn't be able to survive. I was very lucky. They used to call me Lucky Leach, because I survived, and when lots of my friends didn't.
Oh, my friends are the devil. My name is going to the back. All my friends are the devil. That's a no. Before I go, what the fuck am I supposed to do now? Get down on my knees, I don't think so somehow. All my friends are the devil. They just come and go, no, you have to flow. All my friends are at the devil, living in rehab. I'd like to say, in my usual way, when you put me to sleep, I know you wanna put me on the OTIP, but all my friends are at the devil, living in rehab. And the all my friends are at the devil, living in rehab. I'd like to know, before I go, I tried to cheer you all up. I'm sorry if I...
And the cameraman is the most important person in the television news scene, because if you don't have a cameraman, you don't have pictures, you don't have a television news story. Sick of seeing so much blood, guts and gore and death. I've had too much. I wanna scream and wanna scream. It's all obscene down in Testosterone Alley in Sarajevo. Fuck you. You can't straight. I can hardly walk, I'm going insane, shouting at the snipers at the top of my voice. I had no choice, need the money. I'm a media whore. Send me back, I'm cheap to insure. £1,000 a day coming my way. Think about the money, not the suffering or the carnage that's in the way. My guitar saved my sanity. I've had it so long. I need some comfort, I need to sing it out. Catharsis in the offering, that's what I'm talking about. Did we make a difference? I hope so. Think so. Because when TV comes to town, then people do wind their necks, and the men who smell of evil and testosterone, they do wind their necks in. Too many war zones and too much blood. I want the world to be different, but it's all such shit and blood. If I'd known about what I was going through at the time, which I knew nothing about what I was going. I just felt lousy and mixed up and confused, and it's a macho world. Television news. It's a really macho world, and yes, I haven't got a clue actually. I just wanted to be successful. I wanted to prove my father wrong, and I wanted to change the world. But unfortunately, it doesn't quite work like that. And I came very unstuck, to the extent of I would just hunker down in my hotel room and cry and shiver and shake and drink. I got kicked out of South Africa because I got really good pictures of the police behaving atrociously. I mean, way beyond the Geneva Convention or anything like that. It was unbelievable, but I didn't realise what a toll it was taking on me. Eventually, the BBC made an offer I couldn't refuse, so ITN, I got advance warning that ITN was crumbling a bit. So I went and joined the BBC, and they gave me more money, and I was married at the time, and I was just going off the rails, but I didn't realise it. It was really getting to me, but I still got the exclusives.
I suppose after about, oh gosh, I left in 1984 and came back here in 2004. So yeah, I always seem to come back to Highgate. It doesn't matter where I've been and where I go, I seem to go from Highgate to Africa to Kosovo and then back to Highgate again. And
his friends continued to find him and keep in touch with him, so he always had a link back to past, and he ultimately maybe found a bit more of a sense of place back here. Talk about being at the scene of the crime, just around the corner from Osselton Way, where our grandparents used to live. Maybe not some groovy memories over there, and obviously not so far away from Makepeace Avenue and that community where he spent his last years.
Now, anyway, how I shall be released.
In August 2011, Tim jumped out of the third floor window of the hostel in which he had been staying. He was taken to hospital and so badly injured, they decided to induce him into a coma. On the 23rd of August, Tim died.
Tried to be a good man, the pillar of my fears. The path I chose was narrow and so long. Tried to be a good man, I tried for years and years. The methods that I chose were oh so wrong. Now I find myself alone, and somehow, babe, I seem to be just crying. In times like these, my damaged soul just turns my thoughts to simple ways of dying. Why did I let down my ideal so easy, like I wasn't even trying? Into the mirror I now look and fail to see that I am ready crying. Tried to be a good man, tried the hardest road. My friends grew up, married, went away. Tried to be a good man, I looked around for guys. No one knew just what I'd seen. Surviving through the 60s, all I saw for comfort was a life of drugging. I merely followed suit and hid my head and mind inside someone else's loving. Why did I let down my ideal so easy, like I wasn't even trying? To the mirror I now look and fail to see that I am near to dying.